It was a gray, overcast Sunday morning when someone knocked on my door. I hadn't been expecting anyone, but I opened it anyway, coffee mug in hand. Standing there was a stranger, a man I'd never seen before, tall, self-assured, and wearing a smirk that said he didn't come with good intentions. He didn't bother with a greeting or introductions. Instead, he leaned casually against the doorframe, scanned the place like he owned it, and said, "So, you're the guy she walked out on?" I stared at him for a few moments, trying to figure out who he meant. Then it hit me. He was talking about Mia, my ex, the one who disappeared from my life 3 months ago without so much as a proper goodbye. "You mean Mia?" I asked, keeping my voice even. He chuckled. "Obviously. She figured you'd still be here, sulking like some heartbroken mutt. Guess she was right." The way he said it made my blood warm with irritation, but I didn't show it. I took a sip of my coffee and leaned against the doorway, too. "And you are?" I asked. He straightened a little. "I'm the guy she really wanted, the one she came back to. Thought I'd stop by, clear the air, maybe give you some closure." I almost laughed, not because he was amusing, but because he was so sure of the fantasy he was living in. Mia didn't return to anyone. She ran from hard conversations, from owning up to her actions, from reality. That was her trademark. "Well," I said, "coolly, that's thoughtful of you. Traveling all this way just to insult someone you don't even know. Very grown up." He gave a smug little grin. "Just figured you should know your place. She told me how needy you were, how you begged her to stay. Kind of pathetic, really." I gave a slow nod, mostly to stop myself from laughing. "Right. And she told you all that after vanishing into the night without a word, huh?" For a second, he hesitated. His smugness wavered. I stepped closer, shrinking the space between us. "She didn't tell you everything, did she?" He tilted his head slightly. "What are you talking about?" I said, carefully choosing my words, "Mia didn't just leave. She left chaos behind. Unpaid bills, a shared lease, a pile of lies she spun for both our families. She didn't return to you. She ran from the mess she created." His eyes flicked. His posture stiffened just enough for me to notice. Doubt had started creeping in. "She said you were manipulative and controlling," he said, "that she had to escape." "Escape?" I repeated, almost amused. Interesting choice of words. Did she also mention who cleared her debts last year? Who stood by her side when she got fired and couldn't face her parents? Who stayed up 3 nights in a row when her mother was in the hospital? He shifted awkwardly. I could see his confidence unraveling by the second. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't insult him. I just laid it all out, quiet, steady, and true. "She left those parts out, didn't she?" I asked, "because they don't fit the version of the story she told you." He crossed his arms. "She said you play the victim." I shook my head. "I'm not the victim. I'm the guy she used. And you? You're just next in line." That one landed. His jaw tightened. I saw the realization bloom behind his eyes, the slow, uncomfortable truth that maybe he hadn't won anything. "She's with me now," he said, almost like he was trying to convince himself. "For now," I replied, "until it gets difficult, until she gets bored, until she's expected to grow up, then you'll be where I am. Try to understand how someone you trusted could twist everything upside down." He didn't speak. The cocky grin was gone, replaced by a quiet, stunned silence. "I'm not angry," I added. "In fact, I'm grateful. She did me a favor when she left. And next time you show up trying to tear someone down, you might want to know what kind of truth you're walking into." He looked at me, then looked away, like a man facing a mirror he didn't want to look into. "I should go," he muttered. I gave a small nod. Probably wise. He turned and walked back down the driveway, his steps slower now, weighed down. I watched until he was gone, then closed the door. Back inside, I set my coffee down and sat in the quiet for a moment. I wasn't surprised he'd come. Mia was always good at spinning stories, probably feeding him lies to keep him tethered. But what she never realized, what he couldn't have known, was that I had stopped caring long ago. The day she left, She unknowingly set me free. Yes, I'd been hurt, but I'd moved forward, grown stronger. She hadn't. He thought he was coming to mock a broken man. What he found instead was someone healed, someone whole. I never needed revenge. The truth has its own kind of justice. And he was only just starting to feel it.